And chopping 2021 is done for the year. This must have just like a truckload full of bread. He's dropped out probably 10 to 12 packages of buns off the back of his truck. There's another one. Rolled into the ditch. And I can't go any faster because I'm already going fast enough. If I go any faster to catch him, I'd be risk speeding it, getting a speeding ticket. Well, anyway, well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. And today, that was an interesting start. It's Saturday morning. Let's go cut some corn, pick some corn, harvest corn, whatever you want to say. Probably shouldn't call it cutting because we're picking it. Just getting up to the farm. Nathan's getting the 5088 and the bagging tractor started up. Pat's servicing the chopper right now. It's gonna be the last day. We only got probably 6 to 10 loads to do. It might just be me and Curtis, so I have a feeling Pat's probably gonna hook onto one of the wagons and we're gonna open up the one field back there. I'm gonna be running one of the tractors. Curtis will probably gonna run a truck, so let's get it going. Ready to go, just as I figured. Pat's gonna hook onto one of the wagons. I'm gonna drive the other one. We'll get her moving. Too bright. Oh yeah. Duh. When we're opening up the field, we gotta hook onto it with the wagon. With the chopper with the wagon. Good. So what he's gonna do is, he's gonna fill this one first. I'm gonna come back with the loader wagon, pick this one up. Nathan's gonna go with them in the truck. What a good little lackey. Rolling out. Pat's up on top of the hill right there. You guys can probably barely see him. You can probably see his dust cloud more than anything. So he's just making his way around, and he'll get to basically right where we started in yesterday's video on this field. Card to that video right here. He'll get to right there on the hook and then chop into Nathan. And I'll take that and go dump it. Yeah, that bale yesterday proved some difficulty. If I had the loader, I would have just picked it right up. That actually would have been kind of funny. But yeah, that thing caused a problem because the chopper was chopping right through here. Normally we like to stay like 4 feet away from him. Well, that bale made it so we couldn't. Pat should be just about ready to come down this big hill. You can kind of see it is pretty steep. Let's take a look at these beans. These are definitely ready to go. Moisture's probably going to be a little high just because it's early in the morning. Beans do pick up moisture overnight. A little tougher to thresh out. Pretty decent sized beans there. Wet, no pop. Probably 17 to 18. They might go this afternoon, might not. You can see his cloud of dust, so I can just barely see him right there. Just coming around the corner. The wind going this way, it's gonna make it kind of hard for him to see if he's going along this way, so I'm gonna guess he's gonna hold on to his wagon as long as he can. There he is. It's very dusty. But the wagon's already just about full in the back, so he had to start chopping into Nathan. Dust, never heard of her. He's probably gonna take it to this waterway and then unhook it, drop the wagon. I'm gonna guess what I'm actually gonna do is, I'm gonna take this thing and leave it loaded, drive over, get the other wagon and come back because I need to get in some sort of a rotation. If I go unload this wagon, Nathan's probably gonna come up on me already while I'm still unloading and Pat's gonna be sitting for a while. So because Nathan's already gonna be half full by the time this wagon gets dropped, I'm just gonna go ahead and take it in and then switch tractors. That's just gonna be the most efficient. Then when Curtis gets here, he can unload this. Pat just has a hydraulic switch in the cab, runs a little hydraulic cylinder which unhooks this hitch. So now I can hook onto it and get moving. This thing's got an extendable tongue, which makes it easier to hook up wagons, but you always gotta make sure you back up and close that tongue. Pat just called and just confirmed what I was gonna do, and I'm gonna go ahead and take this wagon and go set it and go grab the 190 and come back. And that, Pat's saying if Nathan fills up twice and we have these 2 wagons, that should just about do it, so we'll see. So before we get that brand new lease tractor in 2018, this is our last tractor we bought brand new in 2012 or 2013. It's already got 4,660 hours on it. That's how much we use a loader tractor for. We use it for haying, moving wagons around, everything, bedding for cattle wise, manure. We use it for a lot of different things. Loader tractor is handy to have around the farm, especially a higher horsepower class 7. Neutral, parking brake, tracker off. Let's go. This tractor's got 6,200 hours on her. Woo! Congratulations! This is also a tractor we bought brand new, I believe in like 2007-ish, something like that, maybe 2005. And this thing did a lot for us. It did our spraying for 10, 12 years. Also does wagons, manure, kind of our go-to tractor besides the loader for miscellaneous cattle work and smaller work like hay and baling and stuff. Nathan's full enough, so Pat's gonna be waiting on me for a smidge, but not too terribly long. Bounce. Yapping. Going about 3 miles an hour right now. Filling potentially my last wagon of the year, potentially. And we got a steep corner to go around now. Gotta take her wide. So he just kind of went straight in and backed up and around, and now we're right here. And I just kind of took a very wide corner and just waiting. Off the road, and now we'll be ready. We're going off the steep hill right now. We're going off the steep hill right now. We're going down, I should say. Hopefully I got enough weight in the tractor to slow me down, because I'm going to be full. Hell, I made it. A little hairy at times, but just about full. And Nathan's just back in the truck. What I did, hook up the PTO, turn it on, start it up, that PTO, cranked it up. Now I'll run the conveyor and start feeding this out. Now I'll hop in the tractor and run the RPMs. It's really a simple system, and as I mentioned in the last video, it uses the crop pressure to push the tractor forward. So it's really a simple system, honestly. We're gonna dump the last load of the year right in front of the pit. So because we only dumped out the back, we still have that front side discharge trough that I need to pull under the, basically the overhang of the shed. Of course, we'll hook up the PTO and we will empty that out, and then chopping 2021 is done for the year. That's my great Uncle Bun working on the bean header. That's where we're gonna dump it. Last wagon's cleaned out for the year. I'm gonna put the FR 9060 away. We'll put it next to the 2588. Because that's done for the year, we'll put it away, and then on a dreary day or a morning someday, we'll get it blown off and put away for the year. So this isn't like a normal combine hydro handle. You gotta bump it to slow it down and bump it to speed it up. Definitely a little different. And there we are, all nestled tightly against the wall, up against the 25 and next to the spray trailer and the air compressor. Card to that video where I revealed that new spray trailer and air compressor, card to that right here. I'm actually gonna take the radio out while I'm thinking of it too. So we got the cornet on the 7088 off the chopper. Chopper's done for the year. That's put away as you just saw. We're gonna put these chopper boxes away as well, and then get ready to combine. One wagon's put away. Just hooked on to the last wagon. I'm gonna go, well, I shouldn't say put away, parked in the pasture out of the way. Now I'll park this last one there and call her good. One's just about done with the bean header, I believe. First one, he's gonna check over the draper. He's not wearing his IH hat. Darn it. If you guys haven't seen, his hat is classic international from the 80s or 70s. Backing up wagons is hard enough, let alone in between a wagon and a fence. But not difficult enough for me. Wish would have filmed that. That was even in one try too. We'll leave the pins with it just so we can move them up to the shed when we clean them off. And we'll take the pins, stick them in the shop. Bye bye wagons. Close this gate up, grab the skid loader, pick up the pile of corn trash that's on the cement, and then not sure what I'm gonna do. Nathan Curse and I are gonna run down south to go bring up the 7150 and the 8050. So basically the new combine in the small grain cart, so we can bring that up here to start harvesting. These Ariat jackets are very nice and very warm. It's 50 degrees and I'm almost sweating. This thing is awesome. Link will be down in the description if you guys are interested. It's got the new beast out. Parked it down here. I'm gonna drop Curtis off the grain cart. Oh, here's the neighbor, Wilson's. Brand new 12-row corn head. Looks like he's got a couple of rows of shame there. I don't know, it could just be point rows. Looks like a 780 or 790. He's got a nice Cat Challenger tractor on a Kinsey grain cart. And here's our neighbor Peterson's. Just got back. I see both combines are sitting in front of the shop getting serviced. I'm gonna guess we're gonna go eat here soon if they're not already in there. Pat's got a bearing out on the corn head, so we're fixing that. And then we gotta go eat some lunch. We got a snapping roll that's out on this corn head. Basically we had a bearing go out. Right here, get a bearing on this side, bearing on that side. This bearing was out, so we're getting a new one. And these are basically the rolls that turn a pose and they pull the corn down. So we're fixing that. Kunal Implements got parts on. Got parts at their depression location, so we're gonna go grab them. That's what Curtis, Pat, those guys are doing. And I am fueling up the 80 or the 340. And then I'll fuel up the 8050. Jeff's the one that, so you guys have been seeing a different truck, 2 different trucks running with us. They're not ours, we don't own them, but a good friend of ours who's helping us out this year, he's renting them to us. So that's why you see 2 extra trucks. And he's the one that actually washed and waxed that 8050. So that's pretty awesome. Look how much that 8050 is just shining. Wow. Jeff did a nice job with that wax. So we just put some oil in, or some lube in the dust caps of all the front idler rollers. And I fixed one of the rubber flaps. So this head's good to go. So Nathan's gonna hop in it real soon. Hopefully we can do a yield cow. Basically harvest a little bit, put it in a scale wagon or a feeder wagon, get a weight, put it in there so it'll offset it by a cow factor. So we can have accurate data and then we'll get moving.
Okay, you got the bud man here. We're down here at the Preston farm. We're gonna go across the road and start knocking out some of that corn over there. It's windy out. It's Saturday, like the 16th of October, and it's about 2 o'clock, 1:30 maybe, I don't know. And we are gonna pick some corn. We're gonna do corn today, sounds like corn tomorrow, and then switch over to beans. Let's go get some corn in that big old thing right there.
First, going to take the feed wagon out. Like I said, we got a good scale on that. So Nathan's going to harvest a known distance. So like 200 feet or something like that. Weigh the grain. The combine thinks it knows what it harvested. We'll actually get what it harvested, and they'll do a calibration factor. Basically, put a percentage on how far it was off, and we'll be good to go.
Okay, as you can see, we just come right across the road into the field here. What Nathan's doing over there now, he's just programming the computer to what field we're in, so we keep track of everything, what comes out of which field, when, how, who, why, and where. Get the GPS hooked up and we should be running here shortly. It's a gorgeous day. If you like a little wind, a lot of sun. Corn looks good. Let's see what happens.
You guys probably wondering why do we have this lake right here? Well, any new fuel station that's get put in, they're gonna have a catch basin in case, so you can kind of see we have a little dam around where the fuel's stored, and we got a dam around where the where we fuel up. All newer systems put in have to have that just for EPA, so that nothing spills off and runs off, gets in the soil. Let's fire it up. Man, this is clean. Very clean. And waxed. So that truck right there, that one is not ours. Like I said, that's a guy that's helping us out this year. He's got that truck, and his brother has another truck that's single axle. He's giving that to us to use for the fall, which is kind of nice. That's doing the full rows. Just kind of what happens when you have a 12 row and an 8 row with a 24 row planter. Math just doesn't add up sometimes.
Well, we got both combines running now, so hopefully we can do some damage in these fields. Got Pat in the 7088, Nathan's in the big one.
Well, I must have failed at my grain cart duty somehow because the combine has stopped and stationary unloading. Why, I'm not sure. There's the bud man. All right, let's take a bet. I'm gonna call him real quick. Do you think he has his camera or not? I don't think he does. Comments down below. Guess him. Oh, you do got your camera with you. Okay, just checking. All right, bye. I lost. Go, bud man. So like I said before, Nathan's doing a yield calibration. So he unloaded into my dad's stationary right there, and then took this last 200 yards and cutting it. So the combine's recording the distance. It records the weight of the what the combine thinks it harvested. It's gonna dump it in the grain cart, and then, or in the feeder wagon, which has a scale. Then they'll type it back in. They'll get a percentage of how much it's off, and be ready to roll. So Nathan dumped in there, got our weight. We were 3% off, which is actually pretty good. So I don't think we're gonna do another one, but we were more than 3% off when we were comparing those two combines. So I don't know. I might see if I can convince Pat to do a yield cal. We'll see.
Okay, it looks like we got Ronald in the New Holland, and we got me, the Bud Man, and the 340. Okay, we're dumping into the room truck. Slowly but surely, got one truck full. This is the second truck we're filling up, so we're going pretty good. Rocking and rolling. Listen to the Hawkeyes, are down 7-0. Yep, tie ball game.
Yuck, look how down that stuff is. Ugh, it's taking forever. We're having to go one way, and it's not good. Yuck, this stuff is down and horrible. Well, at least it's still yielding really good. That's a positive, but man, is it ever down. Pat's only able to go like 2.2 or something like that. Pass and a half, and he's almost full, so that's pretty good. His hopper holds 300. And like I said, this isn't our truck, isn't our trailer, but it is nice. Look at the chrome. Polished up. There's the Bud Man and Nathan. This is some slow going stuff. It is horrible. Well, Jeff's not quite full, but so Nathan's only going one way because it's tangled up and leaning this way. Pat's going both ways, but what he's doing is he's only taking 7 rows. So that way, like anything that he leaves on the inside row, he's gonna pick it up with the empty row unit. It is what it is. Bud Man's just about full. Man, it's bright out, way too bright. But there's no cloud in the sky, so hopefully golden hour will be great tonight. Nathan's got 24 rows left. After this one, I should say. And he's got more down corn he's fighting. More stationary unloading. Why? Who knows? Well, we're so close. We're not going to waste any diesel.
Start living pain-free.
We got about this half of the field knocked out anyway, almost. We still got that half over there, but we still got 2 combines going, which is really good, with 2 grain carts. Yippee-yi, cow patty.
Tricky on the point rows, Pat.
Coming up behind him.
Nathan just finished up with this pass, waiting for Pat to tell him where to go. I'm guessing we'll go over to Marvin's that way. Bud Man will dump on the truck, probably fill it up, if not get close. Oh, we got probably 2 acres left. Oh, not even. An acre left in this piece. We'll knock that out here in a couple minutes. And we'll move over. We got 40 acres right over there. Just about got her whipped. Move this truck up. Move this up closer because we're done with this piece. Now we're gonna move over to leave this piece. I'm just gonna move this truck over so it's all close together. Jeff got another truck dumped. 2,000 bushels hauled away. Very windy out. Knocking more and more of this corn down, even worse. So we'll see where we go next, but I'm gonna walk over to the grain cart, dump what I got on, and then to the next field.
Well, we got 3 semis in the field. Grain cart over there, grain cart here, and 2 combines here. The combines are sitting still. Semis are sitting still, and the grain carts are sitting still. What is going on, people? I don't know. Holy tamale. We're gonna check the IO game. So, let's get rocking and rolling here.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna have to split this video up into 2 right here because it got like 40 minutes long, and that's way too long for you guys. So we'll go ahead and break this video up into 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely did not think we'd finish chopping this early, hence the title of the video, but that's awesome. We get it done. That's one thing off our plate. Now we're moving on to corn harvest. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to stay tuned to the next one. Subscribe if you guys haven't already, and like and comment because I like shameless plugs. What can I say? Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, all down below. And of course, guys, as always, take it easy, stay safe, and ta-ta for now.